Have you ever felt frustrated while learning English? You study grammar, memorize vocabulary, and even watch English videos, but when it's time to speak, you freeze. Your mind goes blank, and the words just don't come out. Sound familiar? The truth is, learning English doesn't have to take years of boring study. In fact, some people learn incredibly fast, so what's their secret? Today, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful strategies that will transform the way you learn English. These aren't just random tips, they are proven techniques used by successful language learners and even polyglots. People who speak multiple languages fluently. And here's the best part, these strategies don't require you to move to an English-speaking country. Take expensive courses, or spend all day studying. They are simple, effective, and anyone can apply them. So, if you're ready to finally break through the frustration and start speaking English with confidence, stay with me until the end. Plus, I have a special bonus tip that could completely change your learning experience. Let's get started.
Think in English. The story of Anna.
One of the biggest mistakes learners make is translating everything in their heads before speaking. This slows you down and makes conversations feel unnatural. Why is thinking in English important? Because when you translate, your brain has to go through 3 steps. Think of the idea in your native language. Translate it into English. Say it out loud. This takes time. Fluent speakers don't translate. They just think directly in the language. How can you start thinking in English? Begin with simple words and phrases. When you see a chair, don't think, "Silla chair." Just recognize it as chair instantly. Describe your actions. If you're making coffee, say to yourself, "I'm pouring water. I'm adding sugar. Now I'm stirring." Ask yourself questions and answer in English. What do I need today? Oh, I need to buy some milk. Anna, a university student, struggled with speaking fluently because she translated everything in her head. One day, she decided to stop thinking in Polish and start thinking directly in English. She labeled objects in her house with English words, described everything she saw, and even dreamed in English. Within months, her fluency improved drastically. Today, she works in an international company where she speaks English daily without hesitation.
Imitate. Don't just memorize.
Memorizing grammar rules and vocabulary is helpful, but it won't make you sound natural. Instead, imitate how native speakers talk. Why is imitation so powerful? Because it helps you improve pronunciation, learn natural expressions, develop better intonation and rhythm. How can you imitate effectively? Use the shadowing technique. Listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say, same pronunciation, same speed, same rhythm. Copy common expressions from movies and shows. If a character says "that's awesome," repeat it with the same tone. Try speaking like your favorite English speaker, whether it's an actor, YouTuber, or podcaster. Example: if you hear someone say "I don't know" fast, they probably pronounce it as "I dunno." Learning this makes you sound more natural. Lucas was tired of speaking English with a strong accent. Instead of just learning new words, he started imitating his favorite YouTubers and actors. Every day, he practiced shadowing movie dialogues and copied their pronunciation and rhythm. After a few months, his speech became smoother, and people even thought he had lived in an English-speaking country. Today, he teaches English pronunciation online.
Speak every day, even alone.
The key to fluency is consistent speaking practice. Even if you don't have a conversation partner, you can still practice speaking every day. Why is daily speaking important? Because fluency is not about knowing words, it's about using them. The more you speak, the more confident you become. How can you practice speaking alone? Talk to yourself. Narrate your day. I'm waking up. I need to brush my teeth. It's time for breakfast. Describe what you see. The sky is cloudy today. I see a red car. That person is wearing a blue jacket. Retell stories. Watch a short video, then try explaining it in English. Record yourself. Speak about your day and listen back to identify mistakes. Challenge yourself. Speak for 5 minutes every day without stopping. Maria had no English-speaking friends, so she thought improving her speaking skills was impossible. But she discovered that talking to herself in English could help. She started describing everything she did, pretending to have conversations, and recording herself. After just 6 months of this habit, she gained the confidence to talk to real English speakers, and now she's living and working in Canada.
Learn phrases, not just words.
Many learners focus on individual words, but native speakers use phrases and expressions. Why are phrases better than single words? They help you sound more natural. You don't have to stop and think about grammar. They make conversation easier. How can you learn phrases effectively? Focus on collocations, words that naturally go together. Instead of learning make and mistake separately, learn. Make a mistake. Study real-life expressions. Instead of translating word by word, learn phrases like how's it going? Instead of just how are you? Use sentence patterns. If you learn, I'd like a coffee, you can change it to, I'd like some tea or I'd like a sandwich. Examples of useful phrases. I'm just looking, thanks. When shopping, can you give me a hand? Asking for help. That sounds good. Agreeing with a plan. Ahmed used to memorize English words, but he still struggled to form sentences. Then, he switched to learning phrases instead of individual words. Instead of just knowing hungry, he learned I'm starving, and instead of help, he memorized can you give me a hand? This simple change helped him sound more fluent and natural. Today, he confidently communicates with his English-speaking clients at work.
Surround yourself with English.
One of the fastest ways to improve is creating an English environment around you, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country. Why is immersion so effective? Because your brain absorbs the language naturally. Just like how children learn to speak. How can you surround yourself with English? Change your phone settings to English. Watch movies and shows in English, with or without subtitles. Listen to English podcasts while doing daily activities. Read books, blogs, or news in English. Join online communities where people communicate in English. Tip: if you can't travel to an English-speaking country, bring English into your daily life. The more you hear and read it, the faster you'll learn. Yuki never traveled abroad, but she created her own English world. She changed her phone and laptop to English, watched Netflix without subtitles, listened to podcasts every morning, and even spoke to herself in English. After 1 year of doing this, her fluency skyrocketed. Now, she works remotely for an American company without any language barriers.
Final thought: the key to learning English fast.
The key to learning English fast isn't about studying more, it's about practicing smarter. Many people spend years memorizing grammar rules and vocabulary lists but still struggle to have a conversation. Why? Because fluency doesn't come from knowledge alone, it comes from real, consistent practice. Imagine if, starting today, you committed to thinking in English, imitating native speakers, speaking every single day, learning phrases instead of just words, and surrounding yourself with English. Just like Anna, Lucas, Maria, Ahmed, and Yuki, you can transform your English skills faster than you ever thought possible. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an advanced learner, what truly makes the difference is how you practice. Make these 5 strategies part of your daily routine, and in a few months, you'll be amazed at how much more confident and fluent you feel. Now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 secrets are you already using? Which one do you think will help you the most? Let me know in the comments. Challenge: try using at least one of these tips every day for the next 30 days and see the results for yourself. Want more tips like these? Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future lessons. Ready for the next step? Watch this video where I share even more techniques to help you become fluent in English. Final words. Fluency is not a talent, it's a skill. And just like any skill, it improves with the right practice. So start today, stay consistent, and soon, speaking English will feel as natural as your native language.